for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, ball at the 36. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 are on to Mixon. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Working quickly here. Second and 10 now. He's on the move. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Mixon on the counter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Shotgun now, first round. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Searches for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. 4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Everly's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Smith. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Walker on first down. No one around. He's got space. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Second and 6 now. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
The Seahawks with their first red zone opportunity of the game. They've got first and 10 right along the 20. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. Handoff running left, Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side, here's Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On play action, here's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Smith. That's complete. Here's Brown. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Running left, here's Walker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Stroud off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Stroud from the pistol. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Julian Love. And he's out the clear. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And the defense
hold that
gets
nigga
there
thumb,
to
man.
force a
God
small
damn.
loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now Smith. Now we'll fire one up the middle and deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
Nigga still on that block.
Takes it in at the 21. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Called that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running left is Mixon. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Throwing is Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Now he's going deep right. Wide open down the field, and he has it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit. The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third, Smith. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it at the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 28. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Smith back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes, Stroud.
No, I should have
His
picked
quick
it off.
throw knocked away, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it'll be 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. On the move, headed right. On the run right. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. From the gun, Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now, first round. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But
Yeah.
there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it falls incomplete.
I promise I ain't enjoyed nobody today.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down, Smith to throw. That one's complete, right side. It's a gain of 22. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Oh, nice.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend?
Yeah, I thought they were about to be ugly when you saw it.
Gain, a short little pass,
I like that. What's wrong with that?
And that quarterback will find you again.
I like him. What's wrong with him?
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
Whenever you ready, baby.
Oh, you playing?
I'll be down one
Smith
minute.
on first down. Cut near the goal line.
Whoa.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line. Cut the one. They rip off a big chunk of field.
I wanted that
and
nigga
sets
out
him
take
up
care of
for
me.
first
Look.
down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and goal. Here's Walker. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dell now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Looking for a target. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Nico Collins, the intended target. And now it's second down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, Stroud to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Texans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Stroud. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now it's Stroud. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with fans. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former